That weird vacuum cleaner noise on cold start might be the emission system panicking. If your car starts up cold and suddenly sounds like a small jet engine or a vacuum cleaner for about 20 to 60 seconds, you're not imagining it. Many cars have a secondary air injection system, and the pump in that system can get noisy, weak, or fail completely. The tricky part is that the car may drive perfectly fine and still throw a check engine light, fail emissions, or randomly act up only on cold mornings. Let's break it down like a mechanic would. Simple, clear, and focused on what you'll actually notice. It's the Car Problems YouTube channel. Subscribe, and let's get started. What the secondary air injection pump does. The secondary injection pump, often called the secondary air pump, is an emissions helper for cold starts. When the engine is cold, it runs richer, and the catalytic converter isn't hot enough to clean exhaust efficiently yet. The air pump blows fresh air into the exhaust for a short time, helping burn leftover fuel and heating the catalytic converter faster. Once the engine warms up a bit, the pump shuts off, and you may never hear it again until the next cold start. So the pump isn't there to make the engine run better, it's there to make the car cleaner right after startup. Symptom 1. Check engine light with secondary air codes. This is the most common sign. When the pump can't move enough air, or the system detects incorrect airflow, the computer sets a fault and turns on the check engine light. The codes often point to secondary air injection flow being too low, stuck valves, or pump circuit issues. You may notice the light comes on more in colder weather because the system runs more often and the pump works harder. The car may drive totally normal, which is why this confuses a lot of beginners, but it can still fail an emissions inspection. Symptom 2. Loud whining, roaring, or vacuum cleaner noise at cold start. A healthy secondary air pump is usually noticeable, but not crazy loud. When it starts failing, the sound can get harsh, like a loud whine, a roaring fan, or a shop vacuum. It usually happens right after you start the engine cold, and then it stops after half a minute or so. If the noise is getting louder over time, that's often worn bearings inside the pump, or the pump ingesting moisture and starting to rust internally. Symptom 3. Pump doesn't run at all on cold start. Sometimes the opposite happens. The pump simply never comes on. You won't hear the normal brief whoosh after a cold start, and shortly after that the car may store a fault code for the system not working. This can be a dead pump motor, a blown fuse, a bad relay, damaged wiring, or a control valve problem. A good clue is consistency. If you start the car cold multiple mornings and you never hear the pump and you have secondary air codes, it's likely not doing its job. Symptom 4. Rough running for the first minute, then it smooths out. This one depends on the design. Some systems use valves that route air into specific exhaust passages. If a valve sticks open or leaks, it can create an unintended airflow path that affects how the engine behaves right after startup. You might get a slightly rough idle or unstable idle for the first 30 to 60 seconds, then everything normalizes once the system shuts off and the engine warms up. It's not the most common symptom, but when it happens alongside the other signs, it helps confirm you're dealing with the secondary air system and not a random ignition problem. Symptom 5. Water or corrosion damage around the pump area. Secondary air pumps often sit low in the engine bay, where they can see moisture, road spray, and temperature swings. If water gets into the pump through a cracked hose, failed check valve, or poor drainage, it can rust the internals. That's when pumps start getting loud and then fail. If you see signs of water intrusion, brittle hoses, or corrosion in the pump area, the smart move is to fix the root cause too. Otherwise, a new pump can get damaged the same way. Replacement cost and what affects the price. Secondary air pump replacement cost depends on the vehicle and access. On some cars, it's right up top and fairly easy. On others, it's buried low with awkward hose routing. In many cases, you're looking at roughly $300 to $900 total. The pump itself can be a few $100s, and labor can range from quick to annoying depending on where it's mounted. Also, shops often recommend replacing related parts if they caused the pump to fail, like a stuck check valve, damaged hoses, or a relay that overheated. What to do before replacing the pump. Before you buy a pump, you want to confirm it's not a simple electrical issue. A blown fuse or bad relay can mimic a dead pump perfectly, and if the pump failed because water got in, replacing only the pump can be a repeat failure waiting to happen. A good diagnostic approach is verify cold start pump operation, scan codes, check fuse relay, inspect hoses and check valves for moisture, and confirm the pump actually moves air. If you do that, you won't waste money throwing parts at an emission system that's often misunderstood.